Hey guys, this is Steven from CMPGM here in Calgary, and this right here is our 2022 Mazda 3 Sport GS all-wheel drive with the luxury package. So what I'll do in this video, I'll give you guys a brief walk-around tour, go over some key features, and explain why this vehicle may be worth your consideration. I think it is. And a little history on this particular vehicle. Yes, this one right here. It belonged to my wife and I. This is our previous vehicle. We bought it brand new back in January 2022, and my dealership purchased it from us because we got into something a little bit bigger for the family, which I'll make a video on at a later date. But all I can tell you, we put our money where my mouth is. This was our vehicle. We enjoyed it immensely. It's just our family grew. We added a baby to the mix, and this was a little on the tight side for our needs. But let's get started on the vehicle itself. So, 2022 Mazda 3 Sport. Sport in Mazda speak means hatchback. This is a mid-level trim, being a GS, but it has the optional luxury package, which adds a few extra features. And as I mentioned, it has the optional iActive all-wheel drive system, which is a rare thing in this segment. Now, up front, versus the sedan, you have a different front bumper and blacked out grille and blacked out grille surrounds. Okay, you have a deep chin spoiler on the bottom, and I think it looks pretty nice. We also had an engine block heater installed from the factory, or from the dealership rather. It's under the hood. This color is snowflake white pearl. The camera might not pick it up, but it does have a very nice pearl effect in the paint. You have LED lighting up front as well as out back. Around the sides, you get 17-inch alloy wheels finished in, or wrapped rather, in Toyo all-season rubber. And around the sides, the side mirrors have integrated LED turn signals. They're heated, and you have blind spot monitoring as well. Now out back, again, LED lighting that includes brake lamps, tail lights, turn signals, and reverse lamps. You have dual exhaust tips down below. Also down below, you have a backup camera located right there, rear wiper, and the handle for the rear liftgate is located right down below. But of course, the vehicle's locked right now. So, ample room. You'll find the original carpets located right here. These were never used. And you have a very generous cargo area right here. This shelf, parcel shelf, is removable. There's two hooks, one there, one there. I'll go ahead and remove those to give you guys a better look at the cargo hold. So, very generous. Quite deep considering the size of the vehicle on the outside. And of course, you have 60-40 split rear seat backs. But of course, at the moment, oh, there you go. That passenger seat will have to move up just a little bit and then can be pulled back just to clear. But yeah, quite a bit of room. And then you have a handle right here to close it. Now, under the hood, you have a 2.5 liter naturally aspirated 4-cylinder. It's called the SkyActiv G. Very solid motor. That's routed to a 6-speed automatic transmission, and of course the all-wheel drive system. Now, this all-wheel drive system is front biased. It is a Haldex style system, which means it is primarily front-wheel drive until it detects slip, so wheel spin, and then it will send power to the rear as needed. But it's completely proactive or reactive. It will take into account, weather outside, steering angle, the yaw sensor, your speed, if the wipers are on, obviously the temperature, if I did not mention that already. It is a smart system, and honestly, this car was fantastic in the snow. Now, one thing that always irked me, and this happened, someone hit our door. There is a door ding right there. And of course, they didn't They ran, let's just say that. So back here, great materials, soft touch. And then the front seats also have an indent in them for extra knee room. Now this driver's seat is pulled back quite a bit, further back than I would drive. But even so, at 6 feet, 205, 210, with long legs, I have plenty of room. I'm comfortable, and I have space underneath the front seats to tuck my feet in. Also back here and throughout the vehicle, you're going to find all-weather mats, both back here and up front. I have a armrest that folds down with cup holders, and then all the lighting in here is going to be LED. Now up front, you have all-weather mats below the cardboard. You have power windows, door locks, and mirrors. These mirrors are also power tilting, meaning when you put it in reverse, if you have the driver's side selected, this mirror will tilt so you can see the curb a little better and the parking line. Or if you do this, it will select this one, it will lower the passenger side. So that's pretty nice. You get a power driver's seat with power lumbar support. You get leatherette seating. This is heated. Steering wheel is also heated. And a very rare option in this class of vehicle, you also get memory seats. So if you have multiple drivers in the household, that's very nice to have. Cubby there. Button here for your driving assistance, and a button here for your traction control and stability control. Now, straight ahead, I have what looks like an analog gauge cluster, but it's only the left and right pods that are analog. The center is actually digital. I'll show you that. So there you go. But I like how they did this. It looks very classy. Steering wheel, again, feels great in your hand. Great looking wheel. And as I mentioned, it is heated. You have controls for your audio system. So volume here, track here, source, mute, all of that. And then for your Bluetooth and Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. And then an info button where you can choose compass, your mileage, your lane centering or lane keep assist, and all of that. To the right, you have your controls for your adaptive cruise control, which this is equipped with, as well as regular cruise control if you prefer that. We have rain sensing wipers. Okay, and then on this side we have automatic high beams. So the Mazda system, infotainment system, this is not a touchscreen. Okay, you have controls right here. Okay, it's a knob with hard buttons for shortcuts. I think, now I drive a vehicle that is the complete opposite of this, where everything is touch. And then you have this, which is, well, tactile feedback with buttons and knobs. I see as a place for both. And you know what? This is very user-friendly. I've had quite a few Mazdas in the past. Once you get used to it, it is seamless. And the whole idea behind this is Mazda says it's less distracting. And I would agree with that, because the screen is right in your field of view, and eventually you learn where all the buttons are and there's the shortcuts. It's pretty simple. You have wired Apple CarPlay, wired Android Auto. It is ready for navigation. You just have to purchase an SD card straight from Mazda. However, with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, honestly, those will always be superior to this. And then you have your shifter. Again, 6-speed automatic. Unlike a lot of competitors, this does not have a CVT, which is nice. Traditional automatic. You have push button start. You can also remote start the vehicle via an app. That app is paid, but yeah, just keep that in mind. You have sport mode, which is right here. Your volume knob is right here and also tilts back and forth to skip tracks. You have a favorite button here, an electronic park and brake here, and behind here you have auto hold. So this, I'll show you. I'll put it in drive. Drive forward. I'm going to engage auto hold. Oh, let's fasten my seatbelt. I'm going to engage auto hold. It's in drive. I'm rolling. Okay, I'm going to push that. Now I'm stationary, foot on the brake. I'm going to release my foot from the brake, and as you see, it says hold right there. So why this comes in handy, let's say in a drive-through, you can give your foot a break, or even on a long commute or drive. Sometimes you're sitting at a stoplight and your foot just needs a break. I can remove my foot completely from the brake and the car will hold. As soon as I hit the gas, just like that, start rolling again. And then when I push the brake again, it will hold. So very nice to have. Let's talk about this interior. So this interior was a big selling point for us. It feels high-end. The materials are great. The stitching's great. The driving position as well. Everything's padded. Everything's put together very well. It feels like a far more premium product than the price suggests. You have a little storage pocket right there. You have cup holders right here. This armrest slides back and forth. And it also, of course, lifts up, revealing an SD card slot, 2 USB-As, a 12-volt DC plug, and felt-lined storage with a partition right there to separate your goods. And you can move it however you like. Glove box. Nice vents. Again, it's how this car feels to drive and how it feels to sit in. It is, in my opinion, it feels a class above than what it is. Above my head as well, I have a power sunroof, spot for my sunglasses. All my dome lights again are LED. All your airbag displays are going to be here, and you have a rear view mirror located right there, which is auto dimming. Let's get into the infotainment system. So you have your home button located right there. You have information, music, communication, and settings. Even the stereo, little details, right? Let's go back. This does not have the upgraded auto system, but even the factory auto system in this is very good. And how often do you see this? Where if you go to advance, you have a full-on equalizer with, I don't know, 16 bands, so you can customize the sound, and it actually does sound very good. Mazda moved the speakers from the doors to the front cowl in here, so there's less vibration. It just sounds a lot cleaner. But yeah, the reason why we bought this car, again, how it feels to drive, how it feels to sit in, how it feels, or how it looks, the all-wheel drive system as well, the quietness, the refinement. I think this is a great option. It also happens to be very fun to drive. Mazdas are known for that. They're a little bit, they're far more connected. The steering's going to be a little bit heavier than you know what a lot of people think of. It's going to be less floaty, the suspension. It's meant for you to feel the road and be engaged. But if you're after a vehicle like that, I think this is a great option. And mileage, let's talk about that. This vehicle only has 10,394 kilometers at the time of this video. Yeah, we enjoyed it. We've had about 5 or 6 Mazdas in the past. Yeah, just to let you guys know, we replaced this car with another Mazda, just a larger one. So yeah, thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts, and hopefully we chat soon. Take care.